Ranch. I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of our fodder here. This fodder system, we plant barley in each of these trays, and then it's a 7-day cycle to get to this growth we have right here. You can see it's quite a few inches of this really nice green grass, and again, this is barley seed that we've grown here. Really nice root base. When we mix this in with our alfalfa, the cows absolutely love it. You can use it as a supplement feed or a full feed to all your mother cows. This barley with the fodder system here uses about 90% less water, and all the watering systems, you can kind of see them up in the back here. We water 4 times a day for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the quality of seed that we have. And all the water from this room gets piped underneath and goes out to one of our irrigated fields, so it's all recycled water once it passes through this fodder system. And a system like this in this room here, this can replace about a 200-acre field of alfalfa each year, so if you don't have the land or if it's a low water year, this fodder system is a great way to feed all your cows. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how we harvest our fodder. So this rack right here, this has been growing for 7 days, so it's time to pull it out. What I do is I just reach in here like this, bring it over, set it on the conveyor belt. Then it's going to go all the way along this conveyor belt here, feed up onto our other one, load into that mixer there at the end. Once we've gotten this whole tray loaded, we'll take that mixer, feed it straight to our cows. Alright, this is Morgan Lyman again. See back here, that's all of our fodder and hay coming out. All the cows are in the mixer eating that stuff. You can tell the cows are all very excited. The next step after we have fed and harvested all the fodder is we're going to come in and just spray these trays down. Then we'll come to the back side of these trays. Same thing, we'll spray all of them out. We just want to get all of this junk seed out of it so that when we plant this next week's, all these seeds that didn't germinate or grow, we're not leaving them in those trays. We get a fresh tray of all new seed. Get all that old junk out of there. And you can see the mold on the side of these trays. The better growing conditions you have for fodder, the better growing conditions you have for mold. You can see it building up there. So when it builds up like that, we'll just come in with a little brush, or sometimes we even use a power washer. Just get all that mold out of the sides and bottoms of the trays. Give us a new, fresh, clean tray. If you're planning on top of mold, your next batch of fodder is obviously going to have more mold on it. But mold is probably the biggest fight we have here growing fodder. Like I said, the more ideal conditions you have for your fodder, the more ideal conditions you have for that mold growing. You can even see on some of these, when we pick it up, there's no mold spots on the bottom of this tray. It all looks really nice and healthy, but you can still see on the side of those trays, you do get a little bit of the mold, so it's just a very normal thing that happens. Our actual fodder doesn't have any mold, very clean, great for the animals, just starting to grow there a little. The next step in the fodder process is to plant the seed. So these are the trays that we just harvested from. I'll come in with this barley seed, throw it in just like this. And for our system, each of these trays here will put about 3 scoops in, just like that. Our next step after we have all these trays loaded, we take this tool here, and you just want to set it right on. These little metal bars will catch on the plastic. You push it all the way down and through, and that spreads the fodder all throughout the seed, or spreads the barley seed all the way down the tray so it's nice and even. Then when we water it, it's a nice straight line and it all grows evenly. After you have them all spread evenly, the next thing we do is we get the same barley seed, but this wheelbarrow is soaked for 24 hours, so it's wet, it's a little bit thicker. You can see we just put it on the fronts of these trays here, just like this, spread it out. We found that if we put wet seed in the front of these trays, it stops all that dry seed from getting pushed out and going down the drains and getting wasted. So the next thing we do is I come through to spray all of these trays once we have the wet seed put in. This wet seed keeps all the seed from getting pushed to the front, and spraying the back seed with water just helps it to start germinate so it'll grow at the same rate as front seed does. Just get everything wet, start germinating, and then later today our watering program will kick on, and we'll leave it for 7 days and come back and harvest it. Now once we have all of this seed planted, it's wet, ready to go, we're just going to take these white boards, slide them in here just like that, because all the water, when it comes from these back things here. You can see a little coming out. It'll water for 3 minutes and come to the front. And this is pretty much sealed right here. It shouldn't let any seed out, just a little water. But all that water coming down to the tray underneath it sometimes gets this seed, pushes it out, wastes it, it goes down into those drains. So if you put these boards here, the water just comes down, lands here on the board, slides off without messing up the tray underneath it. So these white boards are made of PVC plastic, and we found that they really helped a lot in trying to keep this seed in the trays and not getting it down in the drains.
Hi, my name is Shane, and together with my wife Kristen and our family, we operate Utah Natural Meat, where we produce beef, pork, lamb, turkey, and chicken. Today we're very excited to show you something because as grass-fed farmers, we're always concerned about the health and nutrition of our animals. And the healthiest form of grasses are fresh green sprouts. This is our new hydroponic greenhouse, in which we're able to produce fresh green sprouts for all of our animals. Sprouts are very highly nutritious and healthy for everyone, in our case for our animals. When the seeds sprout, the roots intertwine to form this mat, so we can just simply pull the sprouts out and set them down for the animals to eat. In addition to being highly nutritious, this also benefits us in the form of water conservancy. To grow sprouts for our animals takes a very small fraction of the amount of water that it takes for us to water fields in a traditional pastured setting for the same amount of animals. So all we do is pull them out and take them to our animals. We know that they're highly nutritious and healthy, but that only benefits us if the animals will actually eat it. So let's go find out how they do.
Okay, so we're going to feed the pigs first today, and they're pretty excited about it. Now it's time to feed the turkeys.
This is Morgan Lyman, Risen Ranch. I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of our fodder here. This fodder system, we plant barley in each of these trays, and then it's a 7-day cycle to get to this growth.
Hi, my name is Shane, and together with my wife Kristen and our family, we operate Utah
Time to give the
Natural
ladies
Meat,
some
where we
food.
produce
The
beef,
hens.
pork, lamb, turkey, and chicken. Today we're very excited to show you something because as grass-fed farmers, we're always concerned. After we're all done feeding the sprouts, we have to, of course, reseed the trays. And so to do that, bring the empty trays to the other side of our greenhouse and wash them off. Once all of our trays are clean, they'll go back on the racks and we'll push all of the trays down so that we have feed for every day. Then we get a scoop of our seed and pour it in each of the trays. After we've poured it in the trays, we simply spread the seed out evenly. Push it inside, and we do that to all the trays, and then we're ready. Every day we can harvest fresh new sprouts year-round. So you can see the animals love the nutrition, they love the food. We're very excited to be able to introduce and offer now to our customers a whole new level in quality of meat products. One major benefit also is that through the winter in Utah, where we normally don't have any grass at all, we're able to feed fresh green sprouts year-round when there's snow on the ground and including in the summertime, so that we can always have a high-quality product in all of our beef, pork, lamb, turkeys, chicken, and eggs.
Owning a horse costs you lots of information and then harvest it at your horse delivered. Once you place your
A scoop and a half to 2.
our customers are saying,
You've been using metalist feed.
do I feed my horse? Metalist feed takes out all of the guesswork. Typically, all you need to do is measure out 1 to 2% of your horse's body weight. So for example, if you have a 1,000-pound horse, you can feed.
I like that you can store.
You can come out and
Seeds went, they just disappeared basically, and all the horses that we had source alpha, you know, and growth on that.
We've been using a hydroponic indoor. So what exactly? As long as the barley gets double, that it was growing unevenly, so almost double the initial weight. We water the in various states of growth. Fodder. Also fed it to our goat. They appear to absolutely love it. Now let's go check and see what the pigs think of theirs. It's a hit with them too. We also fed it to our goat Masala. It isn't her favorite. She definitely prefers the dry hay, but maybe it's just because it's new. The barley fodder is not meant to be a complete replacement for feed, just a supplement to add extra nutrition into their diet. There is one animal we have on our farm that can survive solely on barley fodder and hay alone. The rabbits absolutely love this stuff. Let's review the cost of growing barley fodder. We got about 6 times the starting weight when we grew our fodder out for a week. We also know it has a lot of water content. Unless we dehydrate an entire tray and weigh it afterwards, there's no way that we'll know for sure exactly how much water content it has. But let's just say there's about 2/3 water content in the barley fodder. That means that we still doubled the initial weight of the seed. At the beginning of this video, I said, as long as the barley gets double its weight from the started seed, we'll be saving money. Dry feed weight isn't the only factor here, so let's see what some of the experts have said during their research. Fodder is about 90% digestible, whereas the barley seed is only 40% digestible. Protein content is about 39% higher than the seed. Lysine content increases by about 49%, and that's an amino acid that's absolutely essential to good pig health. Fodder also contains high amounts of omega-3s. That's in our and growth in the big lives.
Welcome to HydroGreen, a pioneer in fresh livestock feed. System, a solution made for small to medium-sized farms and ranches. Just one DGS-66 machine can produce 3,000 pounds of fresh forage every day. And producers can customize the setup. Use one machine or multiple to achieve your tonnage and inclusion needs. Every HydroGreen installation starts with seed storage units to ensure there is always enough supply on site. In a storage unit like this, the farmer can store enough seed for about 2 months. These are the augers underneath the storage bins. On demand, they automatically transport stored seed into the seed cleaner. The seed cleaning process happens in 2 stages. The first stage filters out small debris like rocks and other seeds, and on the second stage, the cleaner filters out suboptimal seeds such as cracked or broken seeds. This ensures that no resources are invested into seeds that won't sprout. Pro tip, drop these into your mixer wagons for resourceful nutrition. The cleaner can clean any seed, but we recommend using the varieties our team of plant scientists at HydroGreen have already confirmed produce the best fresh forage. After cleaning, the seed is stored here in the clean bin. This process brings seeds to room temperature before planting, which aids with the germination process. When it's time for seeding, the seed is moved from the clean seed storage to the automated vertical pasture DGS66 machine. On the growing belt, seeds are placed hundreds at a time. The specific number of seed and the depth of the seed mat are how we know how much forage will be ready for harvest in just 6 days. During the 6 days of growth, seeds are constantly being watered. The automated vertical pasture uses 95% less water when compared to traditional outdoor forage farming. The DGS66 irrigation system utilizes 2 methods of watering. A dripper system helps to saturate the seeds during the germination process, and an overhead sprinkler waters the growing feed from the top. The automated vertical pasture is simple by design and easy to operate. Some say even easier than the average smartphone. Here's the control screen. It operates all functions of the environmental factors according to the grow recipe that we set, including seeding, harvesting, watering, and lighting. Just a tap of a button will tell you where the seeds on each level are in the stages of growth and when they'll be ready for harvest. After 6 days of growth, it's time to harvest the fresh forage. Just touch the harvest button on the control panel and the system will automatically start the harvesting process. The bell begins rolling from the seeding end to the harvesting end. The forage is cut with water jets into right-sized pieces to be mixed in with the rest of the ration. Just one level of the Hydrogreen DGS66 harvests thousands of pounds of fresh forage. Once the harvest is complete, the system automatically begins reseeding that same level for the next harvest. During the harvesting process, the feed drops onto a conveyor and is then dropped into the feed wagon where it's mixed with the rest of the ration. This means no more waiting for delayed feed trucks for your cattle. With Hydrogreen, your cows will have 90% digestible, high-energy fresh forage every day on your schedule. Hydrogreen automated vertical pastures is the perfect solution for farmers looking for consistent fresh feed every day, 365 days a year. Connect with our team today or learn more at hydrogreenglobal.com.
Zo'n bijou, de rug van groot praten med dig snälla föraren. En souvenirskoper, nog så vet. Men alla növer är bröd. Jag fuktar på det klanen av sin liv. En steger av strausa. Uppsatsan döve. Mutta nyt liotkanne sun bumi. Tässä mora liivossomme. Mainin sinnet i flauekul. Den lätes på brandsaren dito. Bleftoes. En godisen iitsin on sinta. And the blonde become forever, forever.
zee. Maar dan was zij niet bang, vlug een jaar op een tank. Maar ieder vrouw de super favoriet, want hij is zich gerust, hier wat mokjes gekust. En dat is het geren onder, dat was een vaart. Hij is toen niet getrouwd, want dat was op de fout. De dorp stierf in zijn gouden taart. En kregen ze minder mot, riep ieder hier laks op. Hier de schelen van de linde, van heel de stad, de grootste schat, de meest beminde. Schelen van de linde, zo'n pompeer als die verleer, kost het even als die vrienden. Als toen ze rechter roodske wat cadeau, verreter weggewast tot op de groen.
Ik schelen van de linde, maar allemaal zijn de taart als brutoeg of als loekerke. Ze dode maskers, allemaal worden ze stapels op van mij allemaal. Alleen de vrouw met de champetter, die stak haar kot in brand, omdat ik maar langs zou willen komen. En de madame van de dokter, dat was een afschuw. Als die begon te branden in de maat van de pastoor, wat dat die allemaal wel op.
Op een keer kwam het links, van op Hollandse grens. Ze zei zich schelen los, dat is normaal. Kom er niet op mijn doos, want ik hoorde er iets los. Ik ken er wel een seksboutique op draai, en de schelen toch toch. En toen zei de bocht ja, een seksboutique kan op zo slecht niet zijn. En er waar ik geleerd, dat zo goed als pompier. En haar vertrok toen met de eerste draai. Haar docht naar zijn bom, ik zit daar om de bron. Erin was schelen van de linde, van heel de stad, de grootste schat, de meest beminde. Schelen van de linde, zo'n pompier als die een verleer, als de neven als die vrienden. Als toen ze rechter roosje wat cadeau, verreder weggewast het op een groen.
Zie, als je om denkt, van toen ik in die tram zat, dacht ik al, zou ze niet daar om te laaien? En weet je wat ik achteraf in sloos hoorde vertellen? Dat de vrouw met de champignons met dat saas liep, voor de school naar de brandkop. In de madame van de dokter, tegen haar scheur, als ze naar een klooster was getrokken, nog het ludderde. En de maat van de pastoor liet maar mislezen, omdat ik zou terugkomen te sloer.
Na verloop van de tijd kreeg een dikke man zwaard en wou een luxe jobbeke van pompier. Van die winkels met seks had hem nog zo complex. Zo dom ik dat hem een rode doel van weer. En hij zei dat is gestoem, kom ik niet te beroem. Want in de achter kent maar nog iedereen. En ik heb zo gedacht dat ik domme verwacht. Maar toen de mond kwam stond hem er alleen.
En toen ik dus stilletjes en alleen om de stoelsen stond, hoorde ik ineens, ah wel, wil je dat met doorhemmen? En daar stond de champieter en de pastoor en meneer dokter. En de champieter die zei, miljarden. Als hij van mij dat weet dat je weer terug ziet, steekt ze van hier om kot in brand. En de dokter zei, en als hij van mij het weet, gooit ze een klooster uit kamp overdag. En de pastoor zei, maar tegen precies al geroken. En ze er komt ze, is weer allemaal bij, hè. Paula en Rosa en Emily en Angel, Louis en mee van Trash van Nimmeraas. En ze van de bakker is er ook bij. Oh, Wie een ouder, het is niet waar, hè. Die oude vermaak dat we niet allemaal zien. De eter werd gewast van toppengroe. Hier heet de schelle van de linde. Van heel de stad de grootste schat, de meer koningin. Schelle van de linde. Zo'n poppin als hier wel leeft, kost het even als die vrienden. Als toen ze echt de roosje wat cadeau. De eter werd gewast van toppengroe. Sommige mannen zijn stapels op van een Duitse of een Spaanse. En ginder die zeggen ik trouwen god met een farle Marokkaanse. Maar wist zo'n vrouw met een x-as lastige kop en kat in een zak. Ik weet dat ik trouw dat ik zeker en vast een afwaardrokken bak. Daar komt niks boven een Nederlandse griep. En al de rest, dat is voor mij geschied. Als ik kan kiezen, kies ik ze piek. Een Nederlandse toffe griep. Wie dat gepakt, doet er niet toe. Een klantje of een groete. Die smaken laaks zijn allemaal goed. Van hoeren en van poeten. In alles een bloem, in een wit een boek. En op straat een film staan. Dus je begrijpt dat je sporen naar een Antwerp op te schaar. Daar komt niks boven een Nederlandse griep. En op de rest, dat is voor mij geschied. Als ik kan kiezen, kies ik ze piek. Een Nederlandse toffe griep. Maar wel hè, hier van bij ons hè, en wel, dat is een witte rol. Dat is een lot om te laten daar. En wel hè, dat is de max. Een Nederlands lied, als een koepeltje goud, dat zout op patatten. Want het is zo'n schat en er bent getrouwd, dan ligt ze minder water. Ze wast en plast en ze kocht en smokt en ze komt er altijd bij je sens. Die stopen dat je een kon lief gerokt, want dan zit er een gelukkige mens. Daar komt niks boven een Nederlandse griep. En al de rest, dat is voor mij geschikt. Als ik kan kiezen, kies ik ze piek. deze mijn done groene ketting. Kost zustekes graven herlezen, door is ook dan al niet gezegd. Allee, ik was weer zo'n mutter, want ik kan ook maar nooit zich niet mee. Een feestwittig ventje, een dikmontig klentje, pusjes en plakvoeten. Toch weer ik wat later, tv-presentator. Maar weet je nog wat dat alleen? Ik ken niemand op ministeren, maar broer is police-commissair. Een nichtje van mijn Europeren was altijd beroepsmilitair. Mijn pa is delegé van de vakbond, mijn onkel partijmilitant. Wel
If you have livestock, you know how hard it can be to find a consistent, high-quality feed option without taking up valuable land or breaking the bank. While farmers all over the country struggle with drought and the rising cost of hay, we've got a better solution. The FarmTech Fodder Pro 3.0 commercial feed system provides a daily source of high-quality feed that is rich in nutrients while still being easy to use. The design and construction of our commercial system allows for maximum fodder production without taking up too much space. Between the galvanized steel frame and the UV-stabilized NSF quality PVC growing channels, you can rest assured that your system will last long into the future. Fodder Pro feed systems run on a 7-day growth cycle that can yield tons of fodder for just pennies a pound. It's an easy process that anybody can master, and it all starts with the fodder seed of your choosing. Allow the seeds to soak and then simply spread them onto the growing channels. A drip irrigation line installed in the back of the system delivers water to each channel and is designed to ensure proper watering. Our channels feature a lip on the backside to reduce splashing. As the water flows down the channels, it is caught in a gutter on the front where it is directed out of the system. Over the next 7 days, you'll be able to watch as your seed grows into lush, dense fodder, and when the cycle is complete, remove the fodder and feed it to your animals. The low maintenance aspect of the systems have made it appealing for anybody looking to inexpensively feed livestock. FarmTech offers in-house special financing without a third party. Those that qualify can receive a fodder system for zero money down, no interest, and no payments for up to 1 full year. FarmTech truly is your one-stop shop for all your agricultural needs, and we can provide you with everything necessary to operate the Fodder Pro 3.0 commercial feed system. You'll be able to find all of the brushes, spreaders, and seed soakers that you'll need to maintain your system and growth cycle. We also have irrigation controls that run on a 7-day cycle so that you can control the duration and quantity of the watering daily. We can even manufacture a permatherm insulated metal building complete with all of the environmental controls needed for a low cost per pound of fodder. These turnkey solutions can be quickly constructed, so you don't have to wait a lengthy building process to begin using your Fodder Pro 3.0 commercial feed system. These insulated metal buildings allow you to create the perfect growing environment, and they can even be built with trench drains so they remain dry and don't accumulate standing water. Our fodder specialists are available to help you every step of the way. From your initial inquiry through fodder production, they have the answers to all of your questions. FarmTech also holds workshops to help you learn how to provide your animals with consistent, fresh, and healthy feed. Call 1-800-201-2414 today for a quote on a Fodder Pro 3.0 commercial feed system.
Als ik top kan kopen zijn te krijgen. Oh, oh, oh. Hoe weten zijn leven nooit als nu. Iets in de rustige kring. Doen alles liever op een duizend gemakken.
Hello, this is Joe Porter with Awesome Alpacas in Monroe, North Carolina. Tell you folks just a little bit about what we're doing here at Awesome Alpacas to feed our alpacas. Due to some challenges that we've had with good quality hay over the years, we decided to put in a fodder system, and what we're going to show you right now is that fodder system, how it works, what's involved with doing it. So. What we've got here is a room that's about 32 feet long, about 9 feet wide, and we have a rack of growing trays here that we'll look at a little bit closer here in just a moment. To start with, what we do is we have a source of, we actually use wheat seeds. A lot of people will use barley, but this is a barrel of wheat seed right here that we bought from a seed cleaning company, and so we just get the bags of wheat, we open them and pour them in here. And then from here, we dip 3 of these coffee cans into a 5-gallon bucket, fill the bucket full of water, and then we have a system that aerates that. It soaks for 24 hours. At the end of 24 hours, so the grain is swelled and starting to germinate, then is when we put it in the trays. And to see it in the trays, you see these on the bottom trays here, the 2 bottom levels were put out yesterday, so that's after being soaked, and then has gone to, has spent another 24 hours. And then as you go up the line here, you'll see it a day or 2 older, and it's starting to sprout, and you've got the little sprouts on top, and then this is a little older. So we start 2 levels every day, and we feed 2 levels every day. If we look on down the line here, you can see the older fodder after it's been growing in here. And while we're talking about it, I'll just say a little bit about the grow lights. We have grow lights like you see on the wall up here. We have 2 of those in this room. They are on for 6 hours out of 24 hours. Otherwise, this room is totally dark. There's no windows whatsoever in this room. Temperature in the room, we keep it between 60 and 75 degrees. It's the ideal growing temperature. If you've got a well-insulated room, it's not real difficult to add enough heat to do that. But at any rate, this fodder you see here in these trays, you see the older fodder and the bigger fodder as it gets to 7. And some of this is actually 8 or 9 days old. When it's cold, pardon me, when it's cold like this, we can grow it 9 or 10 days if we need to or want to. To take a look at this a little closer, it makes a root mass like you can see here. It's the seed sprouts, forms a very, very thick white root mass there. If we tear that apart, you can see what it looks like. And the alpacas love it and will eat every morsel of it. We'll maybe do some videos showing how good they love it and how they eat every bit of it that is put out for them to eat. Okay, good.
Want hier bij ons is toch zo warm. Ik heb maar 1 vraag, ik zijn arm. Ik verdien een frangeske in de chic. Als ik van mijn ware kies verlet, dan trek ik hier een RMZ. Hier kindergeld of hier een dop. Ik wil naar het land van Boudewijn. Ik heb wel geen centen voor de trein. Dan doe ik het maar mee op dat stop. Ik zin een blieken al gedaan, maar zin ik het gast daar bij de zijn, in de Belgiek al wat gewend. Ik werk hier in een stinkfabriek, waar dat ik justekes nog niet stik, maar ik verdien een schone cent. Ik geef een 5e van mijn prei, op een vochtig krook op mijn wc, plus nog mijn kolen op krediet. Trekt van de overschot die raket, nog wat kost, hoe wanneer hem zit, wel dan traf ik hier vermeed. Ik zet een blieken al gedaan, na zin ik het gast daar bij de zaan, in de Belgiek, al aan de zoen. Ik mag in geen café of zo, verstond geen botten van Neto, tenzij dat zot en godverdoen. De mensen zijn hier allemaal zuur, de loek en schapenvlies zijn duur, en de tv-programma's zijn flauw. Hier wordt veel friet en seks gelokt, de maskers lopen hier half nokt,
G'day, I'm Dick, and they seem to prep quite like. It's warm enough even in winter to do this task inside a greenhouse. And of course in the middle of summer when it gets very hot, we turn this into a shade house. So this is the greenhouse that we've got. We bought a kit and we constructed it ourselves. It's pretty good, it's really nice inside, nice and warm. And yeah, so we'll go inside now. Okay. So what we've done is we've built this big rack, and we've just used big sheets of roofing iron. They're 6 metres long, and we're growing our barley sprouts inside these. You can see here there's like a lane of about 15 centimetres across, about 6 inches.
Hey guys, being soaked for one day. These fodder, that grain sitting right, they're like 20 bucks.
We feed them. And you can see that's that's newer than this one. This one's got some little green shoots and some roots just starting to come through. This one is just chitting as we speak, so it's a day or two behind this. And then down here, after about 8 or 9 days, this is what we get. And as we said before, that might be, we might have left that just a little bit too long. But there's no heating in here. It's just what the sun gives us, and that seems to be plenty. So we'll feed that out tomorrow probably. We've just been doing a bit of experimenting to see, you know, what are the right things to do. Down here you see there's another lot coming, but once we get going we think we'll roll this around. It's probably 2 days of soaking the seed just in water in buckets, and then 2 days. Then you put them up here, and then maybe 8 days later it's going to be like that, and that we feed straight to the animals. Now we didn't. We also don't have power yet on site, not much anyway. I've got a little solar powered board pump that keeps our big tank full. And from that tank we gravity feed water into this contraption that we've built up at the other end. We'll walk up. Right, so what we've got up here is a tank, a header tank if you like. And inside is a toilet flushing mechanism. These are in common use. This system is in common use in all sorts of other places, mainly aquaponics. And you can find out how to do that. But basically this fills up with water from the tank as it's just gravity feed. And when it reaches this level, into this overflow, it flows into this bottle. And when that's full of water or full enough, it comes down and it operates the flushing mechanism. That'll flush, it keeps flushing until the water drains out of this bottle, because there's a couple of little holes here. So that eventually drains out, and when it drains out it goes back up like you just saw. So that's it. It goes into these like surge tanks, I guess you call them, because it comes out under too much pressure otherwise and washes the grain away. And each of these surge tanks, I'll just go across here, if you look here, has got just 3 little holes on each lane, and that flows down and keeps that grain nice and moist, and it'll do that every hour or so, day and night, without any input of power. There's a small angle on this iron that's about 2 degrees from one end to the other, so the water flows all the way down, dribbles into another bucket at the end there, and then out into the paddock. We don't recycle the water. It just goes back down into the environment. So that's our fantastic little system. We're very happy with it. It doesn't take too much work. It took a bit of experimenting to do, but there you go.
Well, a farmer from this farm was sold here by the Beans and the Allied Company. And since the installation, you have seen a lot of improvement. It takes about 7 days. It takes 7 days to grow after the irrigation chamber. So previously we had a shortage of water, and because we are doing the cycling, we are able to grow all this wonder within the given time, and we are able to feed our animals. Previously we are only getting 2 liters of milk, but currently we are getting, they have now improved 2 liters per day, so we are now able to get 6 liters per day out of 1 cow, getting only 2 liters. So there's a lot of improvement, and we really like the company. Thank you a lot, because we was thankful on that part, but we are able now to farm or to rear our animals, and we are very interested. Now from here we apply the water, the trays. Now they are tilted such that the water runs down this way, comes down to the next one, and down to the channel itself, and goes back to the collection bucket. And then down to this one, and then to the other. Today I'm preparing these trays for planting. And then for this one, we have this one now. I normally use a very sharp knife so that I'll be able to work it out quickly.
By 4 meters ring that is equivalent to 2 acres of napier grass, and only in 9 days. For fodder, is it more advantageous than conventional feed? Is it affordable, and what are its benefits? In comparison, hydroponic fodder saves you up to 50% on animal feed. Now let us wind lightly to a real environment in which is grown. Mix well with the seeds and let it soak for about 30 minutes. This process ensures that seeds are sterilized to remove any infections. After 30 minutes, rinse with clean water to remove the bleach. Next, you will need to soak your seeds for a period of 8 to 12 hours. This helps to end seed dormancy. Mix 2 to 3 parts water to 1 part seed. Remove and drain water and put them in a sprouting bag for about 48 hours, which is about 2 days. Finally, your seeds are ready for planting, and using sterilized aluminum trays, place the seeds in the trays. Spread evenly and cover to facilitate faster shoot development. And cover after 1 or 2 days. Now keep watering as necessary and always ensure the temperature is between 17 to 20 degrees centigrade. Day 1, your seeds will look like this. Day 2, like this. And in the 6th day, your shoot will look like this. In the 9th day, your fodder will be mature, about 7 inches tall, ready for harvesting. In just about 9 days, you have ready fodder for your livestock, saving you a lot of work, space, time, and money.
Scampi fritti e spaghetti alla bolognese. E battalucca, stuzzo, gorgonzola. E drinna grappa e no, no cola. Amore mio, ti voglio bene per me. Onder la lampadare, doch het is die ware. Die Italiaanse mokkers, die zijn toch een beetje rare. Onder la lampadare, moest ik miglior mangiare, che l'italiaans parlare. Zeg maar de pelen ermee. Ik zei verlegen zeg eens, quanta costa? Marzone sei freddo che partire una posta. Che parmesan e minestroni, osso bucco, ravioli e salami. Ik wilde alles door mijn zwarte kaffe. En toen zei zij, kom on, naar grove maffe. Maar sempre d'ore, in me mi amore, con spuito per favore. Maar Robin Hood en Riepie, mamma mia. Ik zend de morgens vroeg met schampa via. Amore mio. Ciao ciao bambina per me. Onder de lampadare, doch het is die ware. Die Italiaanse mokkers, die zijn toch een beetje rare. Onder de lampadare, moest ik miglior mangiare, zijn ogen dan wordt stil. Is wat niet waarom je wil. En ik onderhef tegen klanten. Die ze die lekker zijn. Hey, voor een goedkope prijs. Ik kan op de kies. Met vrienden op de reis. Ik doe dat niet dit. Met stokjes op verkeerd. En het komt fit. Oh, van ja, oh ja, oh ja. Nooit en ja, jij. Willen zeggen, als je die meurt, ligt uw kop naar van. Wilde zelf komen, is niet zo mooie lach. Steek de stoels, vlees en groenten in een dollenzak. Kletsen tegen de muur, en zwieren in de trot. Giet het plat aan de noot, maar altijd bereid tegen gasten zeggen. Is het die lekker zijn, hey, voor een goedkope prijs. Ik kan op de kies, met vrienden op de reis. En doe dat met dit, met stokjes op verkeerd. Ach, kom fit. Want ik kan ook zeggen tegen klanten. Is het die lekker zijn, hey, voor een goedkope prijs. Ik kan op de kies, met vrienden op de reis. En doe dat met dit,
sin hablar. Moro felicitoses de mij dagen, de wiende toch in vloot van allebei. Gediel mijn jeugd er maar die jong gekeken, zelfs ik van schopen worden nooit niet dood. Akkoorden nodig had, daar lag alleen de sleutel van de deur onder de mat. En weet er wel hoe dikwijls dat deze een briefje leeg gevonden in die tijd, waarin Daniel schijnheilig stond te lezen. We moeten dringend weg tot ons groot spant, maar je zult in de ijskast nog wel wat eten vinden. En zeker nog voordat naar de tv. Allee tot morgen, schat. Je vindt je wel de sleutel van de deur onder de mat. Dag vol, dag boven, daar kon ik erover zwagen. Maar ik heb mijn les geleerd, neem dat maar aan. Ik weet zeker dat ik ooit kinderen zal krijgen, dat er geen ene vergesloten deur zal staan. Want alle mening over doos en over kinderen wordt naderhand heel anders opgevat. Zet daar maar zeker van, bij mij moet de sleutel van de deur onder de mat. Zet daar maar zeker van, bij mij moet de sleutel van de deur onder de mat. gedijen sier. Ken je blind, tot geen naam meer. Mijn gebuurd van de balkon, trotte stond aan in mijn salon. We stonden hier allemaal in Amsterdam met ons galosje. Allemaal daar kwam allemaal van die naar jongens. Ik ben zo rood als een kalkoen, maar kost er niks om doen. Ik sprong zelf met mijn schat, al doet mijn knul soms in het nat.
zin. Ik kan zo breed zingen. Wil je geloven dat ik dat spaart heb en dat ik een vent zin? Wie ik verdoden, opnieuw geboden, dan zou ik een masker willen zijn. Je kunt in mijn gedacht niks beter remmen. Niet gewoon drinken, nog drinken, pinken, of zomaar een terrasje doen. Dat zou iets zijn voor mij, geloof me vrouw. Ik spaart er niet naar venten, ik spaart er niet naar venten en die seksmachine van 19. Ik zou er al content zijn, ik zou er al content zijn, zit er zeker van. Je zou wat zien. Ik spaart er niet naar venten, ik spaart er niet naar venten, ik weet in elk geval. Dat weet ik al, een van fataal. Ik zou trouwen met een oude, die met een groot pensioen. Dan was ik onder een week met heel veel zenden. Kocht me met diamanten, een sportkar en een Belse vrak. En vindt de parels aan, dat zou was aan. Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten en die seksmachine van 19. Ik zou er al content zijn, ik zou er al content zijn, zit er zeker van. Je zou wat zien. Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik weet in elk geval. Dat weet ik al, een van fataal.
Morgenochtend, bij slot van zomer, blijf ik op wat dat ik zag. En dat is zonder stof, de grote sloep.
Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten en die seksmachine van 19. Ik zou er al content zijn, ik zou er al content zijn, zit er zeker van. Je zou wat zien. Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik weet in elk geval. Dat weet ik al, een van fataal. Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten en die seksmachine van 19. Ik zou er al content zijn, ik zou er al content zijn, zit er zeker van. Je zou wat zien. Ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik spaart de ik naar venten, ik weet in elk geval.
Zo waar dat ik, het is niet waar, is dat je al bekende jaar. Dat gaat er wat ook met die andere. Nog altijd kan ik er niet bij, dat ga je zo tegenover mij. In door en later kan veranderen. Gewoon direct een advocaat, de kaart die was het pensionaat. Daar was ze zo bezig gewerkt. En toch die vindt wel aan hem, dat kind dat was nog ook onopie. Er moest een ander worden zeggen. Gewoon samen met die vent, op een modern appartement. Zo eten we wel een stuk of 7. En ze hebben mij ook verteld, dat niet die vent, maar wel zijn geld, bij aan een duitslag heeft gegeven. Ik zend de roem, dat weet ik wel. Maar ja, compleet van geen tel. Je zit maar nog het schand vergeten. Maar als je me van taart, God weet, verdien of de ander nodig hebt, laat me dan alsjeblieft niet weten. Leven gaat voor, maar waarna? Ik zeg nog even tussen vier muren. Ik wou dat ik kon spreken kon, al was het langs de telefoon, maar ik heb de moed niet om te bellen. Ik heb een nummer op een gang, wordt hij die vader kibbelen, wat ik er aan op vertellen. Leven gevoel, ik zeg nog even zat vanavond. Ik weet wel dat het aan niet interesseert, maar ik heb niet eens geprobeerd om mijn verhaal van kant te maken. Het feit dat ga ik kon afstand doen van al wat tussen ons bestond, dat kon ik niet gewoon geraken. Maar zie, we leven toch, en af en toe dan droom ik nog, dat meer ik zanger overdragen. Ik droom dan dat we allebei beginnen met een proper laar, om dan vergoed bij je te blijven. Leven gevoel, kwam papa van Noord-Marokko met mama en met hun kindjes nog hier. Daar leed de zouders in de steek, hier hun familie en hun streek, dat deze niet veel plezier. In de stad hebben ze gehuurd, in zo'n arme mensenbuurt, die bij de papa's alfabet. Tussen twee schiften mochten alle, waar mama nog wat kindjes was, en inderdaad, dat zeg ik. Ik ben de zoon van een migrant, ik heb niet echt een vaderland. Ik weet niet waarom of niet waarom, zit ik naar Belg of Marokko. Dat ik anders ben, dat zie ik wel, ik heb donker haar en ander vel. Wat hebben mijn namens van vandaag, de kindjes aan van de migrant. In de school wordt zijn geweest, weer ik verneker in het best. Ik was de makker, de vreemdeloos. Ik kreeg op groot die chic gekleed, mijn ouders hadden hybrid, we waren nog met vele koos. Ik zijn er dan voor mee gestopt, en wakker waren en veel geklopt, maar ik zei ik ga net in de goot. Ik heb wel geleerd met schoon en schaamd, dat ik te veel was in dat land, maar is dat aan mijn eigen fout. Ik ben de zoon van een migrant, ik heb niet echt een vaderland. Ik weet niet waarom of niet waarom, zijn ik naar Belg of Marokko. Maar dat ik anders ben, dat zie ik wel, ik heb donker haar en ander vel. Wat hebben namens mij omdat, de kindjes zijn van een migrant. Maar eigenlijk heb ik hier een schrik, er zijn nog duizenden dat ik ben net op Belg en Marokko. Want tussen dit en 50 jaar worden mijn kinderen niets geworden van wat de papa heeft bestaan. Zullen ze daar iemand integreert, ik ben de mannen een gefrustreerde fanatieke oude bot. Dan zeggen ze pa, ga je op de pis, als nou nog iets verkezen is, dan stemmen we het Vlaamsblok. Ik ben de zoon van een migrant, ik heb niet echt een vaderland. Ik weet niet waaraf of niet waarom, zeg ik naar Belg, of zeg ik aan de Marokko. Maar dat ik anders ben, dat zeg ik zelf wel. Ik heb donker ogen, ik heb ook een ander vel. Wat heeft mijn ouders mij onderhand, dat de kinderen zijn van een migrant.
Hi friends, this is the simpler method of growing hydroponic grass. Hydroponic is a method where plants are grown without soil. We use this hydroponic grass for as a fodder, and we haven't used any chemicals for growth. And there are a lot of benefits of this hydroponic grass. One is that it has high protein rate, which is around 25 to 30%. If we put half a kg of soaked maize in a tray, we'll get around 4 to 5 kgs of grass, and the fully grown grass is around 15 to 20 inches in height, and the grass grown in this method will help in summer season, because due to water scarcity or like anything, we can grow the grass inside itself. So this is the very simpler method we are showing here, and now we can see the stages of the grass growth. We can see the stages now. This is the first stage where we soak the maize for 1 day, that's 24 hours in water. We have used maize for this method because it is very economically feasible. And this in the second stage, on day 2, we put the soaked maize into a tray, wrapping it in a gunny bag so that the sprouts grow well. We tightly close it and wrap it, and putting it a very small amount of water. It's better if we soak the maize for 2 days. This is the day 1 soaked maize, and this one is the day 2 one. So this after soaking, this is the second day. So you can see the little sprout coming out, and on the day 4 you can see the sprouts very well. So it's better if we soak it for 2 days. Wrap it for 2 days. On day 4 we put half a kg of a soaked maize in a tray and spread it over well, so you can see the sprouts very well. So it's a 2 day soaked maize and sprouts are come very well. So we spread out evenly so that the plants will not overlap. So we put once the maize is put on a tray, we close the tray with a gunny bag so that the moisture content doesn't go out. And this is the stage 3, that is day 4 one. So on day 5 we can see the partially grown stems here, and the roots have come out very well also. You can see the
connected Bluetooth mouse and a USB-C cable.
So this is the day 5 one. So on day 6 you can see the leaves coming out, and the stem is and the leaves are coming out. So these are the day 6 ones. On day 8, you can see all the leaves come out, and you can see the plants. And the roots are also coming halfway. On day 8, you can see the tree here. half the, so it's around 10 to 12 inches. So this is the day 8 one. So day 9 one is this one, where you can see the leaves grown little bigger than the day 8, and these roots have also grown very well. So this is the day 10, the last stage of the hydroponic maize grass, where you can see the fully grown hydroponic grass. The roots are grown really well. So, and you can also see the height of the grass, which is around 15 to 20 inches. So this is the ready one which you can give it for the cow, fully grown one. So we give 2 tray per cow as a fodder, and you can use as per your requirement. And we use, it's better to use the tray which has a lot of holes, because the water will not get stagnated, and if water will not clot. If the water clots, there's a chance of worms getting in and the seeds getting spoiled. So it's better to have a tray which has a lot of holes and the roots will come out. We have experimented with this kind of closed tray with putting a lot of holes, but that didn't work because there was not a equal space for the roots coming out and the water was not pouring out. So the main thing for hydroponic, simpler method of hydroponic maize grass is, the first one is the water, which has to be evenly spread out, and the second one is the tray selection. So it's better to have a good tray selection, and water should be poured, or we have used a sprinkler method, which will ease our task. We have used sprinkler, which will ease our task, and this is a sprinkler system. Which we have put using a elevated drum, and it's with no electricity. And we have used small jets. You can use still small micro jets, so that the water will not be wasted out. So we have put around 50 trays here. We have covered around 50 trays here. So you can also cover how much you want. But as we have ample of space, we have kept it on the ground. You can also try with the tray system also. In a tray, you can put, but you will have to have a lot of sprinklers and management will be different. So as we have ample space, we have used it on the ground. So if you cannot do with the sprinkler system, you can also sprinkle the water once in an hour for each tray, a mug for each tray, so that will be sufficient. But main thing for this hydroponic grass growing is the water, and as we have experimented, it is a tray also.
Using 2 microjets, we can cover up to 70 trays.
And we have started experimenting with the postgram as well. You can see the horse gram here. So I think this was very useful. Hydroponic, simpler method of hydroponic maize grass. Thank you, friends.
Ken die nu bestaan, is de lach, is een droom. Maar het meer misère als plezier. Het is altijd zo geweest, en daarom zijn het best dat je reageert op deze manier. Alle vlotten, veeg dan heel dat spel. Goede vrak. Dat komt allemaal wel dik in de zak. Als je de lotto wint, maar trek je niet meer vindt. Of het regen die je loeven congé. Hoe firma gaat failliet, hoe water
Zeker dat sapper te boren, meer dan in een feit geloren om een groente of een kleine commisvuil. Het is echt serieus, we gaan mond nog in de kraaien. Ik zeg heel curieus, want ik denk zo van mijn eigen dat de vlot gaat zijn. Maar hoe god dat wat de vrouwen, als die stoeven kunnen, zijn ze niet meer touwen. Arella, Bella, die of Adrienne liggen bij uw schat. De bruine zangere zoekjenneke, zingt op zo'n manier. Van de zonneke genieten, dan kraai dat spek, de webber wat verschieten. Ik kon het zie je dat school geweten, maar zonder mijn vrouw, dat kan ik vergeten. Bij haar is niks dan jaloeze gatterij. Zelf is ze voor zo'n situatie, niet te veel volk stond in haar stozen. Ze zei ja geloot, loop dan maar eerst die schoen maar maar. Het is echt serieus, we gaan mond nog in die draaien. Maar ik en die keus, kon er beter over zwaaien. Ik moet anders hier, kinder achter alle dagen. Dus voor haar plezier, een paar de kleppen dragen. En ze zei, jongen, ak het zien gebeuren, dat ik hoe daar zit. Een paar gotjes zit ontscheuren, dragen, gooi safrit. Nacht even
Hi, I'm Brian Hetrick. I'm the greenhouse manager at Hippocrates Health Institute in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we're here in the greenhouse. This is where the magic happens, and some people have told us that Hippocrates has the best, sweetest tasting wheatgrass juice in the world. So I'm going to share with you the top 5 ways to grow excellent wheatgrass. Number 1, obviously you need good quality seeds. So the seeds that I'm using are red, hard winter wheat berries. And we're going to germinate them first prior to planting. So I'm going to be using a sprouting vessel. You can use a sprout bag like this one. You can use the easy sprouter. Each one has its own pros and cons. I like the mason jar method. This is threaded to fit in place of the standard lid, only it has holes in it. So let's grow some wheatgrass, shall we? I'm going to put 1 cup of red hard winter wheat berries into the mason jar, and then I'm going to soak for 8 hours. Fresh filtered water, room temperature. After 8 hours of soaking, I place the sprouting lid on, and then I simply drain the water off by inverting the jar. And then I leave the jar at a 45-degree angle in a dish rack, and I rinse 3 times 12 hours apart. After 3 rinses, your seeds will be germinated and they'll be ready to plant. They'll have these tiny little white nubs off to one side. That's the root that's beginning to emerge from the shell. That's the perfect stage for planting. The next step is using potting mix in a tray that has holes in it. This breaking up any clumps. And then I want it to light up, and using both hands, step is to well moisten. Now we're ready, very important. And the cover tray is not to disturb the seed bed. This is wheatgrass on day 4, and now you can see that the day 7. And it's ready to harvest when it reaches it's the most nutritious, and when it's the most tender, and when it's the sweetest. And you harvest with a knife or a pair of scissors you just cut above the soil line. The best place to grow is indoors, in air conditioning. And but a dozen different varieties of sprouts that we serve in the kitchen every day. And here we have some sunflower sprouts. And here we have some buckwheat sprouts. And these are pea sprouts. And I also teach how to grow leafy sprouts, including things like alfalfa and clover, broccoli, onion, garlic, cabbage, and beets, as well as beans and legume sprouts, adzuki beans, mung beans, red lentils, green lentils, French lentils, and fenugreek and garbanzo. So come to Hippocrates and learn.
Hello, I'm Mark Cowling, and welcome to Fodder Solutions. Hydroponically grown barley sprouts are the most nutritious livestock food source on the planet. We'd like to take you on a short tour to explain the Fodder Solutions difference and why you might consider a Fodder Solutions system for your farm. Fodder Solutions is the global leader in hydroponically grown barley sprouting technology. Now, since its humble beginnings back in 2006, the company's developed a suite of patented solutions servicing hobby farmers to large commercial operations. Self-sufficient farming is an attractive proposition in times of drought and high feed costs. Fodder Solutions is the ultimate feeding system to provide quality food security regardless of weather, water availability, and crop conditions. The Fodder Solutions process involves barley seeds being loaded into the system like this. Over a 5-day period, it is sprouted and converts from seed to become the most nutritious feed for all farm animals. And there's no wastage whatsoever. Livestock eat the entire biscuit, including the root mat, which is rich in enzymes, protein and starch. Results such as weight gains in beef cattle between 1 and 2.5 kilos per day are common. This can of course vary depending upon the breed of cattle, their genetics, and on your own desired outcomes. The secret to the success of Fodder Solutions lies in its ability to totally control the growing conditions within each system. Factors such as temperature, watering rates, and specific light sequences all play a vital role in producing top quality, nutritious, fresh livestock feed 365 days a year. Now, as I mentioned earlier, freshly grown sprouted barley is one of the most nutritious feed sources for livestock in the world. With a relative feed value over 300 on the 5th day and over 90% digestibility. And that's why this form of feeding is taking Australia and the world by storm. The key reasons why a farmer should consider investing in a Fodder Solutions system are many. First of all, it saves money. There's a significant reduction in feeding costs compared to other alternatives. Sprouted fodder costs less than 10 cents a kilo. Our system has a staggering 1:5 ratio, whereby 1 kilo of grain grows to 5 kilos of freshly sprouted barley fodder. Fattening animals faster means shorter turnaround times and increased profits. Systems have also been designed to be easily converted to solar power if need be, eliminating running costs altogether. Drought-proofing your farm, regardless of weather conditions, your farm will have fresh, nutritious feed 365 days of the year. There's literally no wastage. Animals eat the entire biscuit, root mat and all. And best of all, barley sprouts have the highest relative food value on the planet. 90% plus digestibility leads to rapid and healthy weight gains regardless of seasonality. Animals fed with fodder in their diets have significantly less health problems and generally are happier and settled within themselves. Each of our systems are equipped with everything you require to start growing fodder from day one. Custom airflow and temperature control system with dehumidifier, a state-of-the-art computer system, watering system, LED grow lighting, racking and fixed patented grow trays, and grain soaking tubs. Simply hook up your power and water and start growing. So what animals does the Fodder Solutions system cater for? Well, apart from the obvious beef cattle industry, the system currently is successfully feeding dairy cattle, sheep and lambs, goats, horses and all types of poultry, pigs, alpacas and even camels. The Fodder Solutions system has been developed to cater exactly for the needs of farmers from smaller hobby farms to larger commercial properties. There are 3 system sizes available. The FS40 produces 1250 kgs a day, the FS20 producing 600 kilograms a day, and the FS10 producing 250 kgs a day. Transportable modular systems can be placed almost anywhere on your property, producing between 250 and 1250 kilograms per day. Feeding animals with fresh nutritional fodder is sustainable, it's environmentally friendly, and is a vital step in providing food security to Australia and the world. Comprehensive training, system monitoring, as well as ongoing backup and support are provided to you as required. We realise that each farmer has specific livestock feeding requirements depending on the type of animals and overall objectives. To find out what system best suits your needs, please contact us here at Fodder Solutions Corporate Headquarters in Burleigh Heads by giving us a call or by sending us an email. We welcome your inquiry.
This video gives the first job was to mark out some drains and cut them out using a concrete cutter. This enables us to take excess water away from the growing area. Then it was time to seal the floor using a special non-slip antibacterial paint. Okay. Here. This ensures the roof was in stainless steel built to fund the panels. The racking arrived would be feeding the quality of mould and bacteria. Quality and reliability. The electrics were installed and we fitted, and we needed to get out the Italian. We eventually got it.
Seed on the trays for
the next 5 days. Our seed
November. This is the very first harvest out of the system, and the combined weight on the table there is need to be. Look at the. So that is smack bang where we need to be. Look at the root mat on that. Does it get any better than that? I don't think so.
With a total of 190 of these trucks.
The Automated Fodder System, or AFS, is a totally automated hydroponic system that plants the seed into trays, provides the optimum conditions for growth,
Hi guys, it's Warrior Rising Ranch. This is how we are drought proofing our ranch. This is fodder. What we're harvesting today is 7 days old, so from seed to sprout. It takes 7 days to get to this point. This is like cake for our cows, or those people who go to the gym. Our cows in summertime will put on how we harvest, or how we
This is my kingdom.
When I'm angry,
If you want to
when I'm angry, I stay silent. I don't waste my time with explanation. Sometimes, I think my silence is the best way to express my emotions, because people only hear what they want to hear. When I'm angry, I stay silent. I don't waste my time with explanation. Sometimes,
if you want a YouTuber with
what is this? I don't care.
What gift of grace is Jesus mine?